Hey everyone, my name's Anthony, and I want to introduce you today to AC Basics. That's what you just heard. And AC Basics is a work of love that's been going on for over a few years. And this is pretty much the sum of everything that I've been using live lately. And this collection came to be because I was looking for a way where I could put together all the stuff that I would want to use live and have it just in a main stage session. And it's convenient because wherever I go, if the backline went wrong or if something's just not right, I can always just pull this guy out and he would work. And I want to tell you a little bit of what you probably don't know about this. This comes with a few custom things that you can't get anywhere else. One of them is Dark Pad, and that's been my favorite pad for over, I guess, 5 years. And it originally started as a pad that I started putting together in Omnisphere, and then it's gone through a couple of versions. What's sampled right now into main stage is probably the best version of it so far. It's already been processed. It's got some stuff in it already, stock from how I sampled it, some EQing, some reverb that I thought that it needed to be in it. And this is what I came up with. Dark Pad in this collection. Bright Pad is here too, and that comes from Red Essentials, which was originally done on the Nord Stage 2's synth section with the sound generator. And I like layering it a lot just because of how it opens up and the saws and the chorusy tone that it has. It's really cool. Now, last thing to mention, and I'm going to go right over here and show you, I came up with my own impulse response of my favorite reverb, and it's here in Space Designer. And it's called AC Piano Verb, and it's basically just an impulse response of my favorite hardware reverb. And I just thought that it needed to be in here because if it wasn't here, then it wouldn't really sound the same. And so that comes with this as well. And this reverb is one of my favorites. And I think it's just really cool. I'm going to close this right here. Stuff that you should know. This what I turned on right at the end of the performance was the tape oscillation. It kind of just adds some overtones to the piano, some of that warm tape oscillation tone. And obviously, I have it set like at a certain level that's fine for me. It's just a little bit of flavor when I'm playing solo piano. It just brings in some of that special sauce. But if you want to get in here and change the volume, that's fine with me as well. If you want to get in here and change the piano tones, because this comes with the piano sounds from Logic that's been tweaked, and it still has some tweaking done on it, some EQ. I think it sounds really cool, and I don't mind playing this piano at all. But if you want to get really original, I would probably use something like the Grandeur or some of the upright pianos from Native Instruments that I have patch libraries for as well. You could just plug that in here, and it would sound awesome. And I just wanted this to be something that you could get yourself. That if you didn't have all these other plugins, you could still get away with playing and sounding really awesome. And that's what this idea was. It was about sharing something that I've been working on, something that I don't want it to be a secret. I don't want to have like a secret technique or some kind of just magic just hiding in the background when I play live. I want everyone to use this, and I want everyone to sound like this. Last thing I should mention is that I've used Alchemy for the Moog arpeggiator, and I think it sounds really cool. I've been using it live, and I'm kind of wanting to get my own Moog synthesizer to do kind of this arpeggiating stuff. It sounds really cool, kind of Tron-ish, but I think it works really well. It brings in something nice, and especially when you start bringing in the reverb and just giving it that open space, it really does come together. And I've left it clean. Some people like having some delays on it, and you can go ahead and do that as well. You can add delay to the arpeggiator. All the delays on this, like for example, the quarter note delay, the eighth note delay that's on the bottom part, that's all synced to the session's tempo, and that would be just fine if you wanted to use it that way. Also, I've added the compressor's level, so if you just want to get in here and just move the knob and start compressing, you can go from almost nothing all the way to almost 8 dB of gain reduction. And you can even go crazier if you want. I've just set like a hard limit right there, but you can go ahead and edit this and make it work the way you want. And that's the beauty of this session. This is something that I want you to get into and to work with. And it's just the basics of right now what's been my piano tone lately, and I've been borrowing a lot of stuff from what I do in guitar. Like for example, that reverb that's on the impulse response in Space Designer. That's one of my favorite reverbs. I use it a lot on guitar. I've been using it a lot on keyboard. It comes from the H9 or from the Eventide Space, and it's basically just their version in a pedal of the Lexicon 224. It's got pretty much the same parameters. It's an algorithm that's designed to sound like a hi-fi version of the original that was made in the late 70s, early 80s, that sounded a bit more lo-fi when digital stuff was just starting to come together. So I think it sounds really cool. I love it. I love the decay, and I hope you really love this as well. If you have any questions, please go ahead and ask in the comments section. If you haven't done so already, please follow me. And I promise that I'll be bringing more content to this channel, free content, stuff where you can learn how to use different reverbs. I think if there's something that you want to see, you can also comment and tell me, hey, Anthony, I'd like for you to make a video about how you do this or how this is done. But thanks for watching. Remember, you can only get AC Basics on multitracks.com, which the link will be in the description below. And once again, thank you so much. God bless.